My name's Karen Harrison. I work at YHG Foyers as a product officer. I've been here for 18 years. We support young people between the ages of 16 and 25 who find themselves homeless through various reasons.
I'm Samara from Ashton and I turned 18 in August.
I'm Erin and I'm 19 and I moved here about 3 weeks ago, which is awesome. It has helped me a lot because I was in a different place before this. I was in a hostel, it wasn't very nice, and then I was on the streets before that. So this is definitely a step up and it's helped me get back on my feet.
I've been on the streets quite a lot of times. First time when I was pregnant at 15. That was for 5 months, then it moved on to another 4 months after that. But it can be quite lonely sometimes and very cold.
Hi, I'm Faith and I'm 18. I'd say Bridge Foyer has changed my life. I've lived here for about a year and a bit.
My name's Kerry Penniston and I'm a project officer at Verve Place.
If I hadn't have come here, I'd probably still be on the streets now. The reason I was on the streets in the first place was because I was in the care system. So when I was 18, I was pretty much just dumped on my own, bags packed out the door the moment I turned 18. So I was living in a lot of friends' homes and then eventually got to the point where none of my friends could, let me in the house anymore, which I totally respected because, that's there. So I was on the streets for about 4 months.
My name's Jade, I'm 21 years old and I am originally from Wigan and I am now living in Wigan.
I'm Abby and I live at the YHG Foyers. I've been here for a year. It was just weird moving in and trying to find my feet because I didn't have any control of what came next.
I ended up in Coops through a service that was called Catch 22. They referred me in because I was wanting to move out of my parents because I was struggling significantly with my mental health, which got rapidly worse in the year of 2020 when my granddad died. And he was like my best friend and I was really struggling to come to terms with his death.
My role as a project officer is mainly based around mentoring and being an advocate for the young people that come here and just being a support, a support for them, which a lot of them haven't had, or they've had and they've been removed from the family home through no fault of their own. So they need the environment, they need stability, they need support with normal day-to-day things like cooking, washing the clothes, personal hygiene sometimes. We're just there for them 24/7. There's always somebody here.
My name is Jinx. I live in Bridge Foyers. I'm 19 years old now.
My name is Luna Ashcroft. I'm from Ashton and Makerfield. I'm 25 years old and I moved to the foyer about a year ago.
Everyone has a story in this building and it is interesting knowing each of the stories because you can kind of connect with each other in the stories. And plus, it's kind of just a good starting point for new residents and old residents to kind of start a conversation going. Like, hey, how'd you move into the foyer? And then they start talking about it. And you're like, oh, similar thing happened to me. Talking to residents in this building is a really good way to A, make friends, B, just, if you need a rant, to just kind of take that off your shoulder. And plus, friends in this building can be really useful for when you're having a mental episode or just if you need someone to talk to and there isn't a staff member around.
When I moved in, I knew no one, at all, and it took a bit of time to, have the confidence to be able to talk to people, and then slowly going to sessions, I met more people and slowly made friends, and then eventually I made my own group, which is the Dungeons and Dragons group, which then I had my tight-knit group of friends, but I also would talk to everyone really, and they helped me build those friendships, and it was really good.
I'm Louis, I'm 17 and I'm originally from the Wirral and then moved to Warrington early last year.
I'm Octavia, everyone just calls me Via, and I'm originally from Skem and I just turned 20 last November.
When I moved into Verve Place, it was a bit of both. It was scary, it was exciting because I knew I was able to have free will and do what I wanted to do, but then it's also the struggles about everything else that your parents used to do for you, you've now got to do yourself. And you kind of get pushed with that responsibility and there's no way around it.
My name is Katie Burke, I am 20. I moved here 2021 October and I live at the Ravenhead Foyer.
I was scared when I first got told not to come home. I was terrified that I was going to end up on the streets, and that's not something I wanted. But anything new is going to be scary, but not to be scared because the staff are there for a reason and other residents are there for a reason. Like, I've made amazing friends and I've only been here a month. But as scary as it's going to be, you have to try because the outcome can be so worth it.
To be honest, it was really scary because like for a long time I didn't class it as like home because of so long with my nan. So it was like a long time till I actually classed it as like a home and I seen it as my own home. But when I did, it was like such a relief that it was. So it was scary, yeah.
I didn't actually want to come to Coops because like I don't heard a lot of bad things about it. But now I'm being here, I'm proper glad that I chose to come to Coops and that. And a fun fact is that my mum and my dad both lived in Coops at the same time and they met in Coops 20 odd years ago now. Weird one is my sister was conceived somewhere in Coops and I might have been, we're not sure, it could have been. But it's like a family circle, that, and it's just come around at the same time.
My job as a product officer, I will work with each individual on their goals going forward, and to see just a small change in that young person is very rewarding, and it encourages us to come back into work. And to see them, you know, like when we come in work and they're coming to me for support and help, you know, that is a big thing. You know, they could have come to us at the beginning and they don't want that support. They fight us every step of the way, and then by the time they're leaving, they're like, oh my God, thank you so much. That's what keeps me coming back to the Foyer.
Staff have helped me a lot. When I, like, obviously my time here, they have helped me. They've been amazing. Like, made me confident and they've made me come out my shell more. They've just helped me in a way that no one else could have helped me. But I'm so glad that I've got everything, like obviously the staff and people around me to help.
They deal with situations that I think if I'd have been at their age, I wouldn't know where to begin. They seem to be very resilient and determined not to let it define the future and what's happened to them. I'm very, very proud of them.
So if you need to talk to staff or anything like that, they're there. So if you feel upset or down or something like that, you can just go and have a chat about anything, it doesn't matter what.
They help you a lot with your mental health. They won't leave you to suffer with it. If there's a problem, they're there to help as long as you ask.
In Foyers, gaining trust of young people and having a mutual trust is vitally important. I think it's something that doesn't come overnight. It's something that has to be worked on, and it's gained over sometimes months and months of one-to-one work, sessions, just seeing each other around the scheme each day. But I think I speak for all the staff when we said that the efforts that are put in from young people, they never go unseen, no matter how small it is. We are massively proud of our young people, and this is why we've done events such as the Galactic Awards. We want to showcase their talents and their contribution, because we feel that they've all got a tremendous amount to offer, and we want to shout that from the rooftops.
I'm Laura, I'm 19, and I'm originally from Liverpool, so I'm from Kirby, but I moved around a lot, and then I've been in Warrington for about 14 years now.
Like right now I don't exactly even know what I want to do in the future, but I know I can have one, and I know it can be good because I've learned a lot within myself, and I've matured a lot, because when I first came in here I was proper immature and I was a child, basically a 19-year-old child, and from being here I've learned to be more respectful of people and their boundaries, and respect other adults. Not that I wasn't respecting them, but I struggled to.
My big plan is obviously get myself a job that's good money and I can actually support myself instead of on obviously universal credit, to get my own flat and just work my way through life, earn my earnings. I think I'd want to work hard and just earn what I deserve at the end of the day.
They've practically saved my life. Like, if I wasn't here, then I probably wouldn't even be alive. Like, that's how much they've saved me. Helped me build up my relationship with my family again, helped me, like, build up relationships with other people. But yeah, I just thank them for it, innit?
You don't ever feel like, if you don't feel like you have family, this is basically a replacement family.